How's it going, everybody? So I've been wanting to make this video for a little while, but I had a nice long weekend that I was able to spend with my family, and I didn't want to interrupt that with just this video that wasn't, it's not that like time dependent importance, but anyway, I'm going to talk about it now. So just two things are: read the disclaimer down below. I'm not a professional trader. I'm not trying to be. I'm just a guy who likes to make videos. So please understand the disclaimer down below. And also, I'm already invested in this company, Disney. I'm just trying to be transparent with everyone. I'm not trying to push this company or stock or anything. I'm just gonna point something out in the video that I found interesting. So if we look at the 180-day 4-hour chart, nothing too fancy. I mean, you can already see my lines here, but where it gets really interesting is when we go to the huge time frame, the 15-year month. So every candle here is 1 month over 15 years, but we'll be more focused just on this segment right here. So we have a uptrend, and then hits a resistance, and then, or finds a resistance at least, and then it keeps making higher lows, basically making an ascending triangle pattern. Not 100%, but for the most part, it's the resistance is a little bit, I guess, less concrete. So it's anywhere from like 117 to like 120. This way was 122, but that was a little, almost like an outlier. Not really, but it's basically around this level is the resistance. It's not set in stone concrete. So you see, this was a pretty important candle because of this hammerhead. It literally dropped in 1 month all the way down here, and then was able to shoot all the way back up here. And then it kind of did not as good as back here, but it still created a long whiskered candle. You'd even go all the way back here and see this long whisker. The market was really supporting this uptrending pattern over even like all these months. We can see this whisker was again supporting that this resistance was strong, but again the next day it pushed, or next month it still pushed back up. And then here we are now, so we'll have to see what it's going to do. It doesn't look like it has built up enough pressure yet to, I guess, break above, but that's what it looks like it is doing. You see this whisker right here on this candle is pretty significant as well, because it tried to break above this resistance level basically, but it couldn't. The only thing that it doesn't fully, this pattern doesn't really fully confirm is with the volume. That was not a sentence. The volume does not really confirm this pattern though, because what you want to see is decreasing volume. I guess to be more specific, you want to see increasing volume in these upward areas, decreasing volume on the downwards, or at least that's how I interpret. I'm almost positive that's what you want, but for the most of the time you're not gonna confirm it 100% or even really that close. But if we wanted to break this down, we can add up all the volume on the uptrend and the down, or the downward candles. But just eyeballing it, it doesn't look anything significant. The RSI, I guess, is pretty high. It's in the 60s, and that's where it has moved back down all the other times. I mean, that's not something I look at entirely, but it's just worthy of taking a little bit of a note. I like this company regardless of if it's gonna come back down and break above or shoot down. They got decent dividend. They own like so much stuff. Like, they own basically everything. They own Star Wars, which is the only thing they need to own to be awesome. Now they own a lot of good stuff. So whether this is a trade or an investment, I'm invested in it anyway. It's a great company. But yeah, it looks like it's not ready to break above yet. I feel like this is 15% still moving in between. I mean, I don't know if there's any. There definitely isn't like a set percent it needs to have before it like breaks above. I mean, that's just case by case. There's definitely no significance there, but I feel like it's still too big of a gap to break above. I mean, it could in like a couple weeks like shoot above. I don't know, but just from scoping it out using like trades in the past, I don't see it just shooting above now. But again, I could be wrong. I'm wrong a lot, but that's basically what I'm going to be going off of. Yeah, that was basically all I wanted to talk about in this video, was just Disney creating this huge pattern over a very large time frame. This is months of data every single candle, and that doesn't confirm the pattern, because obviously the volume isn't there, but over that large of a time frame with that much data, it gives a pretty high probability for a trade, or at least a favorable trade if the entry's right. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think below. Do you think this is a confirmed pattern? Not confirmed pattern, but do you think it's a very high probability trade? Do you guys like Disney? Yeah. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video.